Hello babe. I honestly didn't really like my last intro, so we're gonna roll with this for now. But y'all. 2.8k views? What? Honestly didn't expect that many people to see my video. But I'm literally so happy. Also thank you for all the sweet comments. This is going to be a Haikyuu boyfriend challenge, and the following ships included are Kuroken, Bokuaka, Iwaoi, Sakuatsu, and Osasuna. Also sorry that this is kinda a late upload, but nonetheless enjoy. This is an AU where they all live close to each other. Also this means that they're thinking to themselves, just so you know. In the prank GC red double exclamation mark. Group chat. 4:14 p.m. 𝘕𝘀𝘀 smirking cat face is online. 𝘕𝘀𝘀 smirking cat face. Added Atsubi. Yellow heart. Samurai's ball. All owl. And Kawa crown. Sparkles. Guys. Get online right now. Everyone is online. Hey. What's this GC for? Yeah? Well, I just wanted to do a lil prank on our boyfriend smirking face. Oh, a prank smirking face. What kind? Well, Ken has been ignoring me a bit lately, so I'm thinking he should get a taste of his own medicine. So like a ignore your boyfriend for 24 hours prank? Yep. That exactly. Y'all in or? You know what? Sure, I'll do it. I've been asking Iwa-chan to go out with me, but he keeps saying no. Distraught face. He said he's too busy studying, but it's been like 4 days unamused face. Kawa shoulda told me, we could have gone out together instead. Distraught face. Hand with index and middle fingers crossed. You're right, I should have. Distraught face. But also I don't know, I don't wanna ignore Omi-kun. Same, I don't wanna ignore Kashi either. Come on, it'll be fine. For a whole day though? That's basically like 100 years bro. Bro, just this once please. Loudly crying face. You won't die just cause you didn't talk to Akashi for 1 day. Well, at least I don't think you will. Wait till die? Fearful face with blue forehead. No you won't, I promise. You sure? Yes, you won't. Loudly crying face. Straight-mouthed face with one raised eyebrow. Fine, if Kashi gets too upset then it's your fault. I'll do it too then. I'm sure Omi won't get too mad. Right, smiling face with tear. PFFTT, he definitely will skull. Well shit. Loudly crying face. Whatever, I'ma still do it. And what about you, Samu? Well, I'm kinda curious on how Rin will act. Sue sure sneezing face. Alright, great. Rules are you have ignored them for 24 hours, including their text messages. Texts too? New why. Loudly crying face. You can read them but don't reply. Okay, Bo. Straight-mouthed face with one raised eyebrow. Okay, disappointed face. Okay, the challenge is starting. Now. You guys can stop ignoring them at 4:20 p.m. tomorrow. Good luck. Kissing face with closed eyes. Well, thanks cuz I'ma need it. Loudly crying face. Everyone is offline. Kuroken. Kenma's POV. Kenma had been up in his room playing on his PSP for the past 3 hours or so, throwing it to the floor as the screen read game over. This is getting boring. He plopped down onto his bed, reaching over to grab his phone off the nightstand. I wonder what Kuro's doing right now. He hasn't texted me yet. Should I text him? He sat there pondering whether or not to text him, ultimately deciding on the former. In Ken video game controller. And 𝘕𝘀𝘀 smirking cat face. Private messages. Ken video game controller. Is online. 𝘕𝘀𝘀 smirking cat face. Is online. 𝘕𝘀𝘀 smirking cat face. Is offline. Question mark? I might be bothering him. Let me just wait till he responds. About 10 minutes later and still no reply, but Kenma couldn't stop thinking about him, so he tried texting him again. Ken video game controller. Is online. Are you busy right now or? 𝘕𝘀𝘀 smirking cat face. Is online. No reply. Kuro, are you okay? You usually respond back. No reply. At this point Kenma started to get fed up, not knowing whether or not Kuro was actually too busy to reply or if he was just messing with him. Who am I kidding? He's obviously messing with me. Well, two can play that game. He smirked, quickly typing a message. OMG Kuro, something really bad happened. Come over RN. And within seconds he got a reply. Wait, what? What happened? Coming over right now, don't worry. PFFTTA, now I kind of feel bad. Oh well. He shrugged, a small smile on his face due to the way Kuru reacted. Now all I gotta do is wait. Kuru's POV. Kuru quickly put on a hoodie and his shoes, before running over to 𝘺𝘨's house from across the street. Once he reached his doorstep, he knocked rapidly, 𝘺𝘨's mom answering the door shortly after. Hi mom. Where's 𝘺𝘨? He asked frantically. Tsuchiro? Why do you seem so rushed? Please come in, he should just be up in his room. Sorry. It's just that I have to give him something quickly. So please excuse me mom. Alright then, go ahead. He quickly bowed, taking off his shoes before booking it up the stairs and to 𝘺𝘨's room, slamming the door open immediately. Ken? Kuru scanned the room frantically, his eyes falling on 𝘺𝘨 who was laying down on his bed scrolling on his phone. Hi Kuro. Well, what happened? Oh, nothing happened. I just wanted you to come over. 𝘺𝘨, are you serious? I was actually worried. What the hell? Well, so was I. You weren't answering my texts. Kuru sighed, calming down and sitting down on 𝘺𝘨's bed. I'm sorry Pudding. I was doing a challenge to ignore you for 24 hours. And I just realized I failed. PFFTT well, and yet I figured. Really? I should still make it up to you though. New game? New save your money. Just come here. 𝘺𝘨 set his phone down onto his nightstand, then held out his arms asking for cuddles. Kitten. Kuru grinned and happily moved over to him, hugging him tight while giving him a peck on his forehead. I love you. I love you too. Bokuaka. Bakuto's POV. Bakuto slumped down onto his bed, tossing his phone to the side and covering his face with his hands. I can't believe I just agreed to ignore Akashi. Bakuto pouted, wishing he could go back in time and pretend like he never even noticed the group chat when his phone suddenly lit up with a notification. He quickly uncovered his face and rolled to the side to grab his phone, his eyes widening as he read reminder, dinner date with Kashi at 5 o'clock White Hart. Oh shoot, I completely forgot about that. How could I? I'm so screwed. What about the challenge? He began to panic, pacing around his room while trying to think of a solution. I could just cancel, right? But I do wanna go on a date with him. What should I do? I have about 30 minutes to get ready. Guess I should just try to ignore him at the restaurant. Akashi's POV. That's weird. He hasn't texted me since this morning. He's probably just busy getting ready. I should be too. He reassured himself, as he stood up from his bed and began to get ready. About roughly 25 minutes later, he's finished and grabs his phone, only to be a bit disappointed when he sees no new messages from Bakuto. I should just text him to make sure he's on his way. In Kashi kiss mark. And all owl's private messages. Kashi kiss mark is online. Bakuto-san, are you on your way? All owl is online. All owl is offline. Question mark? Akashi looked down at his phone in confusion. What was that about? He's probably just driving, right? A few minutes later he sees Bakuto's car pull up into his driveway, followed by Bakuto walking out with a bouquet of flowers. The sound of a doorbell rang throughout his house shortly after, with Akashi getting up to answer. Hi Akashi. Bakuto held out the bouquet to him, waiting for him to take it. You didn't have to get me these Bakuto-san, but thank you. Akashi gave him a sweet small smile, while grabbing the bouquet and admiring it for a few seconds. I'll go put these in a vase. I'll be quick. He then quickly walked back into the house, leaving Bakuto there with his thoughts. Bakuto's POV. He is so cute. How am I gonna ignore him? I'm gonna fail the challenge for sure. About a minute later, Akashi's back and ready to go. They both get into the car and begin making their way to the restaurant, with Akashi trying to strike up a conversation. Sue, it's been a while since we've gone out to a restaurant together. Are you excited? Bakuto-san? Are you alright? You seem kinda stressed. Once again, no response. Okay then. I guess you don't feel like talking right now. The air between them became tense, neither of them knowing what to do but sit in silence. They soon arrived at the restaurant and got seated, the atmosphere awkward as they tried to decide what to order. I'm thinking of getting some onigiri. How about you? Bakuto stayed silent, trying to focus solely on the menu in front of him in order to avoid making eye contact with Akashi. Mainly because he knew if he did, he was going to immediately come clean about the challenge. You know, I'm actually starting to get worried. Are you okay? Why are you ignoring me? Bakuto's eyes immediately snapped up to meet his after hearing that. He began to panic and tried to come up with some sort of excuse. I need to use the bathroom, he shouted while quickly standing up, causing a few other guests to turn and stare at them, making Bakuto feel a bit embarrassed. Okay? Akashi stared up at him with a mix of confusion and concern. Yeah, so excuse me. Bakuto then quickly rushed to the restroom, shutting the door closed after realizing no one was in there. I feel so bad. He looked so hurt when he said that. He began to tear up at the thought that he had just hurt Akashi's feelings, something he never intended to do. This was supposed to be such a nice date, and I completely ruined it. His tears began to bundle together, daring to spill at any second, when he was suddenly interrupted by a knock at the restroom door. 𝘕𝘠𝘪, may I come in? Akashi slowly opened the door, his eyes going wide as he saw Bakuto's teary eyes. Cow. He quickly rushed over to him and began to softly caress his face. What happened? Kashi, I'm so sorry, he replied, his voice shaky. I was doing a challenge to ignore you, but I forgot we had a date today and I completely ruined it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. A tear ran down his face, Akashi quickly wiping it away. Cow, it's okay, don't cry. But it's not. You didn't mean to make me upset, so I forgive you. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Just please don't cry, lovely. A small blush rose to Bakuto's cheeks. Okay. They both paused for a moment, only now realizing how close they'd gotten. Akashi's gaze shifted from Bakuto's teary eyes, down to the pout on his lips, wanting to kiss it off so badly. He looked back up into Bakuto's eyes, feeling his face heat up. Keiji? Yes, 𝘕𝘠𝘪? Kiss me. Akashi froze for a split second, not expecting Bakuto to be this blunt, but quickly complied by connecting their lips together in a sweet, loving kiss. They parted after about 20 seconds, both panting and out of breath. We should get back to the table, alright love? Okay Keiji. Iwaoi. Iwaizumi's POV. Iwaizumi was sitting at his desk reading his textbook, trying to stay focused but kept thinking about how Oikawa had been wanting to go out together. He sighed, setting his textbook down and covering his face with his hands. You know what, screw this, I can always study later. He uncovered his face and reached out for his phone that was beside him on his desk, quickly unlocking it and scrolling to Oikawa's contact. In Kawa Crown. Sparkles. And Iwa's private messages. Iwa is online. Toru? Kawa Crown. Sparkles. Is online. I'm thinking of taking a break with studying, so you wanna go out somewhere? Kawa Crown. Sparkles. Is offline. Iwaizumi stared at his screen dumbfounded. Do you not want to or? No response. Horizontal ellipsis. I'm coming over, be ready. Iwa is offline. What's up with him? He always replies. He stood up from his chair and quickly changed, and in about 10 minutes he was out the door and on his way to Oikawa's house. After a few minutes of walking he finally reached Oikawa's house, using a spare key to open the door since his parents were out of town. He took off his shoes before entering, hurrying upstairs to Oikawa's room. He opened his bedroom door loudly, making Oikawa jump. What the hell, Iwa? What are you doing here? I told you I was coming. Yeah, but I didn't think you were serious. Iwaizumi walked over to the side of his bed, jumping onto Oikawa and engulfing him into a hug. Why weren't you answering me? He pouted, looking up into Oikawa's eyes, causing a blush to form on the brunette's face. I was doing an ignore your boyfriend challenge, but I just failed. Thanks a lot Iwa, HMPT. Oh my god, seriously? PFFTT. Well, at least we can go out now, right? Wait, you actually wanna go out? Well duh, I wouldn't say so if I didn't want to, dumbass. Wow, okay. PFFTT, sorry babe. He gave him a peck on the cheek as an apology, which Oikawa gladly accepted. So are you gonna get ready real quick or? Just help me pick a nice outfit though, okay? Okay Toru. Sakuatsu Part 1. Atsumu's POV. It's been about an hour since Atsumu started the challenge, and so far it seemed like Kiyomi hadn't noticed. He began to sulk at the thought, though it was shortly lived as he received a message from him. In Atsubi, yellow heart, and Omi face with medical mask, black heart, S private messages. Omi face with medical mask, black heart, is online. Atsu, you there? Atsubi, yellow heart, is online. Baby hi 2 hearts. Atsubi, yellow heart, is offline. Question mark? Atsu come back online please. A minute passed and no reply, causing Kiyumi's eyebrows to furrow at the screen. Are you busy or something? I'll try to text you later then I guess. Omi face with medical mask, black heart, is offline. Please I feel so bad. Atsumu groaned while burying his face into one of his pillows, trying to resist the urge to text him back. He was going to try and ignore Kiyumi for as long as possible, not necessarily because he wanted to complete the challenge, but moreover the fact that he'd made a bet with his twin. First to stop ignoring their boyfriend has to buy the other an onigiri, and he was not about to lose. 20 minutes had passed before Kiyumi tired texting him again, hoping Atsumu would actually answer this time. Omi face with medical mask, black heart, is online. Oh Atsumu, can you talk now or? No reply. Welp, I'm taking that as a no. Just text me back when you can ALR love? Omi face with medical mask, black heart, is offline. Keyboard smash, I literally can't, am feeling way too bad. I definitely need to make it up to him later. DW, there's more to this later. Just keep watching Kissing Face with Closed Eyes. Osasuna Part 1. Osamu's POV. It's been a few hours since Osamu last talked to Suna, and about an hour since the challenge started. He was sitting down at his desk, trying to get some homework done as his phone screen lit up with a message. Seeing it was from Suna, he quickly dropped his pencil and reached out for his phone, clicking on the message notification. In Rin Rice Ball, and Samu Rice Ball, S private messages. Rin Rice Ball, is online. Samu, do you wanna come over? I'm bored and I wanna see you. Samu Rice Ball, is online. Suna waited a bit for a reply, but didn't get one, so tried texting him again. Samu? I can see you reading my messages. Su straight-mouthed face with one raised eyebrow. No reply. Question mark? I actually do really wanna go see him. Osamu contemplated whether or not to just text Suna back, because in all honesty he didn't really care about the challenge, but he remembered about the bet he made with Atsumu earlier, and no way in hell way he about to buy him an onigiri. If you don't wanna come over you should have just said so, you don't need to ignore me. Onurin. Do I really want that onigiri? But then Tsumu's gonna be bragging about winning and it's so annoying. Well, if you change your mind then let me know, okay? Rin Rice Ball, is offline. Samu Rice Ball, is offline. There's more to this, you'll see in a sec. In Rin Rice Ball, and Omi face with medical mask, black heart, S private messages. Omi face with medical mask, black heart, is online. Hey, has Osamu been ignoring you? Rin Rice Ball, is online. Yet how'd you know? Well, Atsumu's been ignoring me, so I kinda just guessed. Face with diagonal mouth. Oh shit, really? Wait. You don't think they're trying to prank us, right? They definitely are. I can't believe I was actually upset. Same, what the hell? What? We should go to their house and see if they'll be able to ignore us in person. Smirking face. Oh yes. You always come up with the best ideas. Saku distraught face. Hand with index and middle fingers crossed. Thanks. Rin kissing face with closed eyes. You wanna meet up at store? Yep, that sounds good. Saya their sneezing face. Face exhaling. Rin Rice Ball, is offline. Omi face with medical mask, black heart, is offline. They both made it to the store, greeting each other and walking in. They walked around just talking, while also looking for some things to get each of their boyfriends. You think they bet on something stupid or? PFFTT, knowing them they probably did. Most likely on onigiri or something. PFFTTL, no right. Should we get them both one in case? They ended up getting them both some flowers, snacks, and most importantly onigiri, before making their way over to their house. Once they made it to the doorstep of the Miya household, they knocked, flowers in hand. Mrs. Miya answering the door shortly after. Kiyomi-kan? Rintaro-kan? What brings ya two here? Ah, hello ma'am, we just came by to see your sons. They both bowed, causing Mrs. Miya to laugh. No need to bow, boys, please come on in. They both took off their shoes before entering. Mrs. Miya only just noticing the flowers they were holding. Mrs. Flowers for them? Ya two are so romantic. She smiled brightly, subconsciously making both Suna and Kiyumi to smile as well. Well, we actually got one for you too, ma'am, he said as he handed her another bequeath they had bought, her eyes seemingly sparkling. Ah, ya didn't have to. But thank ya both so much, it's beautiful. She gave them another bright, sweet smile. Well, hurry on now and go see them, they should be up in their rooms. Yes, of course, please excuse us. They both then proceeded to walk up the stairs, parting ways and going to their respective boyfriends' rooms. Sakuatsu POV. Part 2. Kiyumi opened Atsumu's bedroom door quietly, quickly peeking in and scanning the room. It was surprisingly clean and tidy, Atsumu laying on his bed scrolling through his phone. He then opened the rest of the door loudly, making Atsumu jump and yell. Samu WTH. That scared him. He paused, realizing that it wasn't his brother who just walked in, but his boyfriend. Omi? He stared, confusion evident on his face, not yet fully comprehending that his boyfriend, the person he was trying to ignore for a day, had just walked into his room. Horizontal ellipsis. Omi? His eyes widened as he covered his mouth, turning away from Kiyumi as the realization hit him. Oh shit. Shit. Did I just mess up the challenge? What is he even doing here? Kiyumi tried his best to stifle a laugh, not expecting that kind of reaction. He walked over to his nightstand, setting the bouquet and snacks he'd brought on top of it. He then turned his attention back to Atsumu, who was now sitting up on his bed, though still facing away from him. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I just... Kiyumi smirked and got onto his bed, sitting down on Atsumu's lap. He then grabbed his chin, turning his face toward him. Atsumu's eyes went wide, his face beginning to heat up. So, why were you ignoring me, Atsumu? Atsumu paused, not wanting to respond because that would mean he for sure failed the challenge, and the bet he made with Osamu, but the way Kiyumi was looking into his eyes made his mind feel fuzzy, and all he wanted to do in that moment was connect their lips in a sweet kiss. Eventually Atsumu couldn't resist any longer, so he tried leaning in for a kiss, but Kiyumi quickly sat up straight, forcing Atsumu to have to look up at him. You're not getting a kiss after the shit you just pulled, Atsumu. Kiyumi stared down at him with a somewhat irritated expression, while Atsumu began to pout. Omi, I'm sorry, I was doing a ignore your boyfriend for 24 hours challenge and you and Osamu made a bet? Kiyumi raised an eyebrow at him. Yay. On what? Onigiri. Well, it's a good thing I brought you one then. Wait, ya bought me an onigiri? Atsuma's eyes widened, seemingly sparking. I did. Kiyumi turned away from Atsumu, a small blush tinting his cheeks. Atsumu wrapped his arms around Kiyumi's waist, bringing him close and engulfing him into a hug. You're like a fortune teller or something. Thank ya so much. Atsumu slightly backed up to look up at Kiyumi, hand still on his waist as he gave him a bright smile. It's not a big deal, and I'm not a fortune teller. But of course, Atsu. Kiyumi smiled, making Atsumu's heart skip a beat. I'm sorry again too, so please, kiss me now? Atsumu pointed at his lips, a small pout evident on his face. Kiyumi began to blush profusely, quickly connecting their lips in an attempt to hide it. One small kiss at first, just a soft press, but it ignites their entire bodies. They pulled away from each other for an instant before going in for another, and then another, and another, before it turned into a small makeout session. They pulled away from each other after a few minutes, both panting and out of breath. Their pinkies linked afterwards, still wanting to be close. They both looked at each other, smiling softly, both of them feeling too flustered to speak. Please, I would have added a ton more to the makeout sesh, but I feel like it would have been WAYYY too off track, loudly crying face. Osasuna POV. Part 2. Suna quickly opened Osamu's bedroom door, seeing him sitting at his desk with his AirPods in. Oh, so I guess he can't hear me, huh? He quietly snuck up behind him, giving him a peck on the cheek, causing Osamu to jump and turn around. Tsumu, what the fuck, Rin? What are ya doing here? I don't know, maybe I just wanted to see my cute, handsome boyfriend? Osamu's cheeks flushed, not knowing what to do since he remembered about the challenge. You were pulling a prank on me, weren't you? No. So you just wanted to ignore me? Wait, no, I didn't. Fine, it was a prank. Ya caught me. PFFTT, wow. Suna laughed, while simultaneously face-palming. I bet you and Tsumu also bet on onigiri or something, right? Huh? How'd ya know? Just a feeling. I did stop by a store to get you some. Really? Osamu's eyes lit up, making Suna's heart skip a beat. PFFTT, yes baby. Also got you some more snacks. Orin, ya didn't have to. Thank ya though. Of course Samu. Gimme one of your AirPods though. PFFTT, alright. Osamu handed him one of his AirPods, Suna quickly putting it on. You're listening to our playlist? It reminds me of ya. A small blush tinted Suna's cheeks. He then plopped down onto Osamu's bed, holding out his arms as a way to let Osamu know he wanted him to lie down with him. Osamu quickly complied, getting onto the bed and plopping down beside him, wrapping his arms around Suna's waist. They stared into each other's eyes, admiring each other's features before leaning in for a sweet, but heated kiss. They broke the kiss after a couple of seconds, both flushed and smiling. They cuddled for the next hour or so, a few pecks here and there, while listening to their playlist. Finn. Hi again. Hope you enjoyed this. And just letting y'all know that it might take a while for me to upload another video since school is about to start for me. Literally crying because school is such a pain in the ass, so wish me luck. But thank you for watching, boo. Mwah.